Hello, thank you for watching the update video, I guess number 5, on the survival RPG mod that I am working on for the game Mordhau. Today we'll be loading into the actual live server instead of in the editor, as we have these two test servers here, to check out some stuff that we worked on. That mainly really relates to having AI now around the world, friendly AI, and we have a whole trading system now with certain of those AI. Ignore the background, it's kind of bugged at the moment. So we have a little message of the day thing, it's very cute, says a bunch of stuff. We have a Discord link here, but the Discord is also linked in the inventory as well, which helps. Also ignore the background here, I don't know why it's blacked out like this, but that will be fixed eventually. So we load in, everything loads in, wow, nice. As we hear people screaming. I think they're falling into place. It's a little bit laggy at the moment, as you can tell. I'm a little rubber banding when all these AI load in, but yeah, we have AI peasants now in the town and guards to guard them. It's pretty nice. Server's hemorrhaging connection at the moment while they all load in. Spawning stuff in is usually, and AI movement is usually some more expensive stuff for a server to run, but once they all load in, it gets fine again. So, we have the same old inventory that we've had for the last few videos. We have the new armory icons for the new Mordhau update that we have flat shaded basically and brought into our own inventory style. It looks quite nice. And obviously we have the crafting window as per usual. So, we can walk around for a bit. There's a couple other special AI around. These guys are act as traders. And as you can see, we also have little points for these guys to actually walk to. For example, this guy's going specifically to a point. There's a bunch of them that are set up around where certain types of AI will look for, when they're randomly navigating around, a certain area to stand at. So this guy's standing at like a little guard nav point where he just kind of stands at the gates and stuff. AI, they'll stand near like the shop stalls and stuff. So now we have a little guy over here. We have a little trader. What this guy does, all AI can be traders, but for now, for this example, we just have this one guy. If we interact with him, bam, he has an inventory. And his inventory can be interacted with similarly to ours, although you're not allowed to drag any of his items into any other slots because that's his inventory, and we can't do it to his either. So we can move our items around all well and good. Now we have a how to trade and two little sections here. So drag trader items to be bought here and drag your items to be sold here. Initially, I was going to go with you can drag your items into a certain slot to sell it to him there, but then I figured it's going to be auto organizing it anyway, kind of, so why even bother? And I just made it much simpler. You can drag your items to sell, and then just two areas that are separate, that are much more manageable. And I wouldn't have to do tons of reworking to the actual widgets that are like this item that I'm carrying, moving around. I wouldn't have to do much logic changes to that. So we can go ahead and sell an item, bonk. And at the moment, most items just have a 1 gold value because I really haven't sorted out the economy yet. I'm not really sure exactly how that's all gonna go. But yeah, we got 1 gold from that item selling. We can sell another item, bonk. Another item, bonk. In the future, I will make it so that you can auto sell items, so you can do like an alt modifier. So instead of alt right click to drop, as we just dropped our item there, it might be alt right click to sell an item. We can also sell a stack of item, as you can see here. Using the left alt key, you're able to purchase for sell an entire item stack. So we can hold down the left alt key and drag this item, and we sell all of them. So we sold all 9 arrows, and then he organized them himself. And we got a number of gold. I think it's 50% lost gold for a sale, so the item value is 1 gold. I'm trying to sell it for 0.5, but that does get rounded up to 1 for the 1 gold. But normally it would be like items 10 gold, you get 5 gold for selling it, or you buy it for 10 gold again. Cool. We also added little notifications when you get items. I think you may have saw it when I picked up my helmet earlier. So I pick up on the left side of the screen, we have a messer, heavy branch, tabard, longbow, and chaltese, something plate. This also works for, so we have our spawn item menu too. I kind of hit it just so it's ugly. We will go down to we'll get the starter box because that has a bunch of guaranteed items. So we get a bunch of items, bam, and it gives us a bunch of those things coming up. It's a bit kind of overlappy sometimes. It's not really perfect or anything. It's just kind of just to show you that, oh hey, you're getting items, you know. I'm not probably gonna work on it too much more because it works most of the time for what it needs to do. You know, tell you that you've gained an item or two here and there. These are also because these are all separate UI elements that they're not linked to anywhere. There's not like a container holding them, so they kind of are. There's a little bit of code that tries to adjust them based on if others have recently been created, but meh, it's good enough. So time again, we'll sell all of our crap. I'm thinking maybe because you can also your inventory is just a normal inventory, so you could just use an item. So if I get a teleport scroll, go to Fatoria so we don't leave. If we do this, we also have a teleport animation now, as you can see. It's very cute. And we can use our inventory as per usual while in the trader. There's nothing limiting us. There's a few more of these guys around at the other towns. I guess we can go check them out. They're all pretty much the same. So we'll teleport to that other town and the starting town. Load all in, la 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 la. And now we're back. As you can see already, there's a guy over there. And behind me. The act of loading all of these AI in, for the most part, it's fine. When you go to like Fatoria, there's almost like 30 or 40 total AI that gets created. So I'll need to do some kind of optimization for that. Because it does lag the server a little bit when they all get created initially for the first few seconds. So this guy sells the horses. Wow. So we'll buy an item. Yeah. Costs 1 gold. I got my item. Cool. I'll buy the stack. That's 12 gold. And now we get to lose 12 gold. Pretty straightforward. Once these all have items, this guy even sells teleport scrolls, so I can teleport back to the starting town for, you know, a price. Just so I don't have to actually craft those eventually in the future. Oh, well and good. Other things I've added, we now have workbenches for all the different categories for crafting professions. So we have smithing, woodworking, tailoring, leatherworking, masonry, and stuff. We have workbenches now to use. So obviously this is a alchemist table here. And in quotes, this is alchemy because that's what it's going to be used for. Whenever we have alchemy recipes that I start to create, you will be coming here to do that. You can look at them anywhere you want, but the workbench will be required as seen in the smithing section. You need a blacksmith forge, which we will walk to here in a second. We have tailoring, a spinning wheel. So as you can see, we need a spinning wheel. If I move back about 5 meters or so, now I'm no longer near one, therefore the recipe cannot be done. And what's this? This is a thaumaturgist, so this is going to be like where you can craft scrolls and other, I guess, magic type things. Things that aren't exactly realistic, but will be very useful. And over here we have the forge, blacksmith forge, simple enough, and a stone cutter for masonry, which might be used for something in the future related to housing and stuff. And same with the woodcutter. I don't think I placed one down in this town actually, which means we can leave and go to. I don't think there's one here. I haven't done too many of these around because they're not really exactly use. So we can have an example of how the network goes whenever. So we start loading AI in. As you can see, we're rubber banding. The server's kind of sending mass packets out while it's creating all the characters, potentially up to 3 weapons per character, and also I think an actor to replicate all of the characters' visuals. So that's about 5 or 6 seconds, or even a little longer of just hard lag whenever this gets created initially. I have a few ideas on how to fix that, because right now the AI are all just basically in a giant stack. What spawns the AI are just about right here, and there's just like 50 or so of them just in a stack, which creates all the AI. And they have spawn points spread out around the town and stuff. I could spread them out so that when you're walking to town, it would stagger the spawning. Or, I guess when you teleport, it wouldn't stagger either way, so, yeah. I guess we'll run to the top of the castle, and then that's basically it for this video. Made a lot of progress, honestly. The AI system is quite robust, outside of the fact that it lags the server whenever we go to a high-populated area of AI. Yep, there's a lot more guard nav points inside of this castle. Therefore, mostly guards will be in here versus the peasants who are out in the town running about. Yep, day-night cycle looks all very nice. Have the arena down there. Very cool. If I'm not mistaken, there should be some AI, a little soldier. So look closely, yeah, there's a guy down over there. He's just chilling, enjoying life. Do I have a longbow? Kind of can zoom in with that. Yeah, there's someone walking over there. Yeah, it adds a lot of just life. You know, there's people just out and around. I'm trying to shoot him. Definitely a hit. I'm a god archer. Oh shit. Yeah, and as we're in the safe zone, obviously no damage, which is useful for jumping around and being crazy. My next goals will be to flesh out a lot of this, to flesh out the traders and probably the actual crafting economy. Make them actually, make the economy make sense, you know, just give everything a good price that's kind of balanced. Start fleshing out the crafting recipes and giving you a reason to actually, you know, do stuff and play. Yeah, very cool. That's pretty much it for this video. It's gonna just be running on now. And yeah. What else to show you? That's it. Okay, cool. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next update video, probably next week, maybe even earlier, depending on what I get, and if it's cool enough to show you and make a whole video and bother a bunch of people. Alrighty, have a go now. See ya.